Welcome everyone to another Train Simulator 2 video. Today we are going to be doing the Smallbrook Shuttle scenario here on the island line. We've got the 483 here, it says climb aboard. I suppose if we go over to here, get aboard here. Wow, this looks awesome in the snow, doesn't it? Master key on the master key is down here. Set that to on. That's all good. Set the driver's seat to down. Sit on there. Unlock the doors. So is it melting the snow? It seems to be sometimes in TSW2. It's heavy snow to start off with, and it just melts. It's a bit of an odd one. Wow, it does it. Yeah, it's really pretty in the snow, doesn't it? Yeah, so obviously at the moment, as you probably have guessed, we are at Smallbrook Junction. There's the steam railway over there. I don't know where we are going. It's a Smallbrook Shuttle, but it seems we're going south. But then on it says Ryde St John's. What does it say on this side? And then we'll probably know. Okay, that one's blank on that side. Well, let's get the headlights on. So that would be a good start. They're on. Are we actually going to be setting up this side? We are by the looks of things. Yeah. Yes, hopefully everyone is enjoying the island line. It's awesome DLC. Obviously you can pick it up for £19.99, €24.99 or $24 $99. A very, very good price for a very, very good route. And now let's look at the doors and actually let's show you something you can do. Obviously at the moment it's quite dark in the train, but if we go like that, if you go to this panel here, the guard panel, and you go passenger lights on or pass lights on, that will then obviously put the passenger lights on. Lovely, right back to the front. Let's see where we're going to be going today. There we go, set the reverse key to on, we can do that. Set to forward 1. Still not really too sure what the difference is between forward 1 and 2, but I think forward 2 gives you more power. But we'll go with that one for now. Put the instrument lights on as well actually. Set that to full series. Oh, there it is, full series. Next stop is Shanklin. We're going all the way to Shanklin. Okay, Shanklin platform 1's our next stop. Off we go. I did not expect it to be that far that quick. Okay then. Right, let's go. Let's get the HUD off as well. Well, actually no. We'll keep the HUD on for now. Just so you can see how far it is to Shanklin, and I'll show you. Yeah, it'll just be better to have the HUD on as this is a scenario. And off we go. See, yeah, I can feel it does accelerate much slower in forward 1. So in fact, we're going to set that to off. We'll put that to forward 2, which just increases the power a lot more, and you get much more speed. I mean, look at that going up now. Much more having it in forward 2. Right, lovely. So the snow seems to have vanished. Obviously at Smallbrook it was snowing, and now it's not. And you might hear me zipping on my tea because I'm a nice lovely cup of tea. So the next stop we will be going through will be braiding. We had a bit of a debate in the stream on the Isle of Wight what it was actually called, bradding or braiding. And quite a lot of people were just saying, just call it braiding. Sounds much better than bradding. We've got 4.9 miles to go to Shanklin. We really are picking up the speed now. The thing is, if you did this in a class 377, 45 miles an hour would feel very slow. Obviously, we're quite low down to the tracks, so going at 45 feels like we're going at 70 miles an hour, literally. Awesome, man. We're getting there. So it goes down to 40 in a second. That's just coming up. Let's get a bit of breakage on. So if you have got the Isle of Wight already, how are you finding it? And if you are getting it, if you've got any questions, do pop it in the chat. Yeah, so I'm going to go over it again. I believe this scenario we are going to Shanklin and I suppose back to Smallbrook Junction. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, I think it is. Yeah, it's called Smallbrook Shuttle, so something like that. Let's get a nice screenshot. Yeah, look at that. Lovely. Now we're going through braiding soon. Should be at the end of this bit coming up here. Does look stunning though, doesn't it? The scenery. Look at this. It's awesome. Obviously got the sea down there. Lovely. Really am enjoying this route. I'm recording this just after I've actually done the last live stream on the island line. I had lots of fun on there. So I'm happy to be back on it doing some of these scenarios. And obviously I believe this one will be premiering. Obviously if you're watching on the rerun, don't worry about that. But it will be a premiere. So I'll tell you now, a route learning tutorial is on the way. It's on the way. Right, about to go through braiding. Speed goes down to 20 by lots of things. But the brakes on this are very good. Right, down to 20, there we go. Right, we're now down to 20. There we go, and we should be going through there shortly. And that'll be Sandown, Lake, and then Shanklin. Awesome. 002 today. That does look good though, doesn't it? Bit of a whistle board there. And it goes up to 45 once we are through. You may notice at braiding, actually does have another platform. It did used to have a passing loop. Actually, I think, if I remember correctly, this line did used to be double track. I'm pretty sure it used to be double track, but then they actually made it single. Yes, that's why it's got another platform. I was probably in the 60s, it got cut to just one track. But thanks to all who are in the premiere when it's live, and well, hello to everyone who's watching this after the premiere, maybe even in a few years. Hello. I got up to 45. Another whistle board, tons of them along here. Lots of foot crossings. That's all good. Right, 3.2 miles to Shanklin. It'll be Sandown next, and then Lake, and then Shanklin. I guess what are we doing once we get to Shanklin? I think we are heading back up to Smallbrook after that. Nice little service we're doing. I believe this one is 30 minutes long. So it's not the longest of ones you can do on here. I think the longest one's 50 minutes. Yeah, we're going to 15 soon when we come into Sandown. Sandown does actually have a passing loop. And sometimes you do have to wait for the trains to come up from Shanklin. But I don't think there'll be one there today, but there could be. Let's have a little look. Are we going to have to wait for something? Doesn't look like it, so we will be straight through then. I'm loving the 38 stock glow. Really is nice. Or the 483, as it's also known. Right, coming down to 15. It's a bit of an odd one because you get two single yellows. You get this one here, and then you get another one which then clears you into the station, which I haven't seen before. So I don't know if the other one's counting as some kind of shunt signal. I'm not really too sure. Alright, no, it is green. Well, usually when you do have to stop at Sandown, you'll get two single yellows, which can be a bit weird, but it's the way it is. It's an Isle of Wight thing, let's just say that. I'm talking about the Isle of Wight. I actually have been to the Isle of Wight once I went there back in Halloween 2014. So about 6 years ago I went to the Isle of Wight. Love it. A lovely place. Went on the steam railway, went on the railway right down to Shanklin and back. It really is nice. I can see why people do fall in love with it. It's just such a nice place. If we actually do have any Isle of Wight locals in the in here, put it in the comments. There is a place I really do want to go in the Isle of Wight. I think it's in Shanklin. It's like this kind of gorge or something like that, and you can like walk through it, which is quite cool, down to the beach. I don't remember what it's called now, but it looks awesome. Yeah, slow through Sandown. I was about to say it's quite through slow Sandown. Yeah, something like that. Right, got a single yellow there. Even though it says it's green on there, it's a bit odd. And it would have been a single yellow anyway, so I don't know why on the HUD it was saying it was green. Got a whistle board there, and I will be up to 45 miles per hour in a second. Right, let's take that up. Lovely. What was this? Probably autumn. That would have been winter because it was snowing, wasn't it? Nice winter day. No, this is more autumn, isn't it? I'm not too sure. What do you guys think is? Do you think this is autumn or winter? Because when we were at Smallbrook Junction, it was snowing. But I think you can put snow on for autumn ones as well. I think this is winter. But then I'm not sure. I don't know. No, I want to stick with winter. I think this is winter. Winter settings on here. There's the coasting board there, that white diamond. Almost at Shanklin now. Just a nice little route, isn't it? Very nice. Here's the lake coming up, which is a kind of a problem with at the moment. Probably when you are watching this, whenever, it might be sorted, but it seems to render in really, really late. I don't know why that is. Like it's about 50 meters before you can see kind of fences just floating, and then literally when you're coming into the platform, you can finally see it render in. So I don't know what it is, but hopefully they can get that sorted out. It might be because the platform's so small or something, but hopefully they can sort it, because it can be quite annoying. Anyway, we continue. Goes on to 15 in a second. Lovely. Right, so coming into Shanklin now. And the railway actually used to carry on. I think it went down to Ventnor, which is in the south of the island. I haven't actually been to Ventnor. I've literally only been where the railway goes on the Isle of Wight. So I've been to Ryde, I've been to Shanklin, but I haven't been anywhere apart from that. Right, down to 15. Right, here we are now at Shanklin. I guess we'll stop here, load the passengers, and then head back up towards Smallbrook Junction. Or maybe even Ryde St John's Road, as I think, what was it, the back or front said Ryde St John's Road on it, yeah. So we might be going up to Ryde St John's. Quite possibly. Here we are at Shanklin. Very, very quiet and kind of eerie kind of final station. And stop. Set the reverser to off. I'm going to open the doors. Sure, I'll open the doors anyway. Reverser to off. Yeah, off. Set the master key lever to off. You're off. Set the master key to on. Oh, that'll be the other side by the looks of things. Right, all we're going to do is quickly keep that on. And then we'll switch over to the other side like so. Set that to on. Oh, the brake's on that side, which is good. And we'll quickly go to there. Get that off. There we go. And I suppose set up this side. I think we do need to turn off the headlights on the other side actually quick. So let's quickly do that now. We don't want them being on. Off. And the tail lights are there now, that's good. So earlier they were being a bit funny. Yeah, reverse in, set that to forward too, may as well. Lock the doors. Get that off, and off we go. Okay, our next stop's Ryde St John's Road. Wow. That's quite a way to go. 6.3 miles. That's all cool. Off we go. Yeah, so I guess that'll probably be about 10 minutes getting up to there. It's not too long. Yeah, so I'm just going to say it again to anybody who is watching the premiere. A route learning tutorial is in the works. I will be recording it after this, so probably by the time this premiere is live, I would have recorded it. So it'll just be digesting probably, mixing all the bits together, and then I'll premiere it later, so everyone can learn the island line. So it's a fairly simple route to learn. Getting that up now. Obviously I'm keeping the HUD on for now, as this is a scenario and it's kind of nice for you guys to see how far we are from the next station, all that kind of stuff. Helps you then as well, I suppose. Lovely. A bit of speed now. We'll be going through Lake shortly. Awesome. Bit of breakage. There's Lake coming up. You can see it though, it doesn't really render in. And as soon as we get really close to it, as you're about to come into it, it just renders in. Awesome. Obviously once we go through Sandown, it'll come down to 15 miles an hour. But really, it's really detailed, this route. I really am impressed with it. There's a few things which could be improved. One being the destination blind. I wish you could actually scroll it yourself. And the other being dot matrix. And hopefully we can get dot matrix. I think there's actually only one on the route, so they might just not bother, which is fair enough. There only is, I think, one dot matrix board, and that's at Ryde Esplanade. But it would be nice, just, you know, at least get the time on there. Right, coming down to 15 miles an hour now, as we do go through Sandown. This will be shortly. And down we go. Might have another train going the other way, so we might have to stop. But by the looks of things, it looks like we won't. So that's alright. Lovely. Right, this is Sandown we're about to pass through. And that'll be Brading, and then Smallbrook Junction, and then Ryde St John's Road. And what we'll be actually doing once we do get to Ryde St John's Road, looks like we are going into the depot. Okay, we can do that. Goes up to 45 again in a second. Yeah, in terms of routes, obviously, basically the British routes I kind of just know which, the ones I basically just count as being the good ones. Bakerloo Line, East Coast Way, this one, Great Western, yeah, I suppose we can fit that in there. The best one for me, probably East Coast Way. My second favourite, probably the Island Line. Then probably third, probably Bakerloo, and then fourth, Great Western. So yeah, this is probably my second favourite route. British route. and maybe even in general, just favourite route, or favourite second route. Yeah, it's an awesome route, and it's well worth the price as well. The 20 quid for this, I would have paid 25 for this. But you'll still get people complaining about the price, but I think it is well worth it. Alright, our top speed at the moment, 45. Sorry, Callum is our chief mod, just messaged me on my phone. I'm gonna be share playing the island line from after this, so, well, after I've recorded this, obviously for you guys, it'll be slightly later. Another whistle board. Right, we kind of go to the left, then go to the right, and then we kind of go through Braden. So I'm learning. As we need to come down to 20. Lovely. That's coming down now to 20. I believe the 20 actually begins at the end of the platform, so we don't need to be down straight away. But it looks like the train's kind of already bringing itself down. Right, it says braiding. Obviously in real life, Network South East do not operate this line. They used to, but not anymore. But apparently they used the Network South East livery. Well, they don't actually say why, I don't think. It just looks snazzier, doesn't it? And another reason, they don't need a license for Network South East. Obviously for South West, to operate this line in real life at the moment, they would need a license. So they're basically just better off doing the Network South East livery on here. So that's the reason why we've got the Network South East livery. But it's easy enough just to go in the livery editor and make the original one, or the one they have at the moment anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Right, let's get that up. Another whistle board. In fact, let's get a flyby shot. We haven't done that yet on this time. Let's go over to... Let's just go here, I suppose. That'll be alright. Let's get a flyby shot. Here comes the train. That's nice. I believe some of the scenarios you can do 4-car trains on there. I believe in service mode it's all 2-car, so, but it would be nice if maybe at peak times you do get a 4-car service. That would be good. I suppose in real life, do people actually use this line to commute? I mean, it goes from Shanklin, which is more of a holiday town. I suppose it's more just for tourists, isn't it, to get around? I suppose locals definitely do use it. I think probably more tourists get on the train. So obviously you've got Smallbrook Junction where the steam railway is, so that will be a big tourist grab. Obviously Ryde Pier Head, people get off the ferries, tourists. And obviously Shanklin's a kind of holiday kind of town. So I suppose it's probably more tourists who kind of, you know, use the line. I believe soon it is getting an upgrade, and it's got the D stock trains, which will be cool. Right, 2 miles to Ryde St John's now. So that means in 0.7 it should be no, in the 1.3 miles it should be Smallbrook Junction. Another cool feature about this is you can actually, do the windows, which is cool. Awesome. So see, if you have already got the route, what do you think? What do you think of it? Think it's worth the money? Put it in the comments below, even the live chat if you are watching on the premiere. But I think it's an awesome route. Well worth the money. And it's a good first route for Rivet Games to do as well. I should be going through Smallbrook Junction soon, about half a mile. Right, 30 comes into force soon. And there's Smallbrook Junction there, which we are going through. It's like the snow's melted from earlier. Lovely. I mean, the line's max speed is 45, but it feels much faster. That's a bit weird. I'm pretty sure in real life the steam railway does connect up with this line here, so I don't know why on there it's not. Because I remember on the TS version, there's a bit what kind of comes off, and you can connect it with this line. I don't know if they've got rid of that, but I don't see why they would get rid of it. I suppose it might be to stop people actually on the game going into that bit, or something like that. Right, coming to Ryde St John's now. That was quite a quick 6 miles. Actually, anybody who did own the train simulator version of the Island Line, what have you noticed about this version? And what, I mean, obviously there's a big one. I mean, it's much better looking, but do you prefer the train simulator version of the route, or do you prefer the Train Sim World 2 version of the route? What do you prefer? What are the pros and cons for each one? I mean, so I played the original one, and I think probably the good thing about that was it's the steam railway was on it. Obviously another good thing is that oh, I had it in my head then. Oh, it's gone out of my head. But yeah, steam railway was in it. That kind of that was very good. I'm sure they'll probably get added into this one when Steam does eventually release on Train Sim World. Won't be surprised. I suppose it probably wants to stay in this cab, but I mean, it wants us to probably stay in this cab and reverse out, but that's not what they would do in real life, is it? Alright, oh, we can't even do the master key, I don't think. Oh no, we can. Get that off. Get that. Well, I think it should now let us get in the other side. Right, there we go. Let's get that in. And let's go. Off we go. The tail lights are still on. That might be because the headlights are still on this side. That's going to stop the train, yeah, I thought that would happen. Headlights off. Will that change it now? Yeah, they're off now. We put them on then. I put some, yeah, okay, yeah, I think I know how it works. We go in there. You gotta wait for the brakes to release. And off we go. So going into the depot siding 5. We should be crossing over. Here, yeah, we are. Feels like I'm doing the tutorial again this bit. I'm gonna revert, going back to the other cab in a second and do it from there. It's going up into the siding. What's this? Almost looks like another platform here. No, it's just a walk. Almost looked like a platform. I was going to mention maybe it was something to do with freight, but no, I think that's just a wall. Look at that though, awesome. And I'm going to switch to other sides again. What we want to do is do that to off. Set that to... Actually get the headlights off, that would be a good start. Headlights off. I want to get that to like that and then quickly switch to the other side. And set up this side. I need to put the seat down, it gives let's go. It's quite easy to set it up. It's a very similar process to obviously the Bakerloo line. And in fact these actually used to run on the Bakerloo line if you didn't know. Would be nice to get a 4-car service though. Just I think all of them are 2-car. But it's fine. No, is that gonna do it automatic? Oh, I thought we were about to go to the left and I was like, no. But no, we're all good. Depot side M1, let's make sure the points are set correctly. Yes, they are, that's good. The good thing about this route is you can actually go into the train shed, which is cool. Look at this, we're actually going into it. Which is cool. I'm actually above, like on the little bits there. Really cool coming into here. There we are. Is that the end of the scenario? EP max, put that on. Set the reverse to off. There we go. Set the master key lever to off. We can do that too if we do that. There we go. Off. Handbrake lever to 30%. It's quite cool that handbrake then. You have to do something here. Yeah. Yes, look at this. It's interesting, isn't it? That does that. Set the train back to Westinghouse Hold. Oh, okay, that's it. But that is it, everyone. Thanks all for coming in. Enjoy the rest of your day. We got a bronze medal for that. We weren't speeding or anything then. Yeah, but that is it. Obviously, links in the description to the Discord server and to the PayPal. If you are watching on the Premiere, thanks for coming in. If you are watching, obviously, not on the Premiere, thanks all for coming in as well. And I hopefully will see you in the next stream or video. See you everyone, and take care.